Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I am the Narc's Nemesis. For those of y'all watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice custom-made and tailor-fitted to your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all cities, states, and time zones and countries, so make sure that doesn't deter you from booking a session. Also, my single Superstition is out now on all streaming platforms. It is about my narcissistic experience and how I overcame it. It is also available here on the channel throughout the videos. It is featured in the movie Becky, streaming on Amazon Prime. It's part of the soundtrack. And also, I need y'all to call 104 KRBE in Houston and request Superstition by Terrell Andretti. Can't even talk. Call 104 KRBE and request Superstition by Terrell Andretti. I will leave the station name and number in the video description. Y'all make sure y'all call them between the central hours of 8 and 5. You can call them from wherever you are. I greatly appreciate it. And y'all say I'm helping y'all out, I'm saving lives and all that stuff. That's great. Do this favor for me in return. Call 104 KRBE in Houston and request Superstition by Terrell Andretti. The information will be in the bio. Today I want to talk to y'all about the narcissist and the false self. The false self is a montage of ideas and pieces and characteristics that the narcissist has put together to present to bait you in. See, a lot of people, and not just narcissists do this, regular people do this as well. They pretend to be away, or they pretend to not be away, to get you comfortable, to get you to let your guard down, to come off as more appealing. Because if they led with the person that they really are, they know it wouldn't be so appealing. Translation: if you met, let's say you're in a toxic relationship, let's say you're in a bad relationship, if you met the person that they are right now at this moment, or at the end of the relationship, if you met that person first, would you have given them the time of day? 9 times out of 10, if you have any kind of sense, the answer would be no. These individuals know this. Because we make the mistake of thinking that people don't know who they really are. They really don't know who they are. They don't know what their flaws is. They don't know what their trauma is. They'll say, oh, well, I'm not this way, and they are that way. They know this. So they will create a false self. They will create a 90-day representative where the person that they really are, where the person that they say they aren't, comes out. The narcissist has to do this to secure supply, because without a false self, without a used car salesman, without a 90-day representative, they would not be able to secure supply, and better yet, the kind and the caliber of supply that a lot of these individuals end up securing. Because the higher quality the supply, the more they're going to have their act together, the more shit they're going to have to hide. The more they're going to have to sweep that trauma under the rug, the more they're going to have to lie about what they went through, the more they're going to have to lie about what role they played in their last relationship. They're going to have to do more of that as the caliber of supply increases. So they create this false self from bits and pieces of things that they've seen, whether it's people that they've been with, whether it's movies, whether it's pieces of you that you presented to them. That's why they want to know everything about you. Tell me more, tell me this, tell me that. You never, and all this, and you give them this information, they end up creating a simulation around who you are or what you like or what you favor. And they use this against you. That's why it feels like you've met the perfect person, because a lot of these individuals, they listen to you and then they reflect this shit back to you. They reflect you back to you. That's why it feels like you fell in love with the perfect match, the soulmate, or whatever the case is. No, you fell in love with yourself a lot of the times. If you really sit back and look at the person in the beginning that the narcissist was, a lot of times it feels like you met yourself in the beginning. That's why the relationship is so fucking magical. I met myself. I met someone who's just like me. I met the apple of my eye, the wind beneath my wings, all that bullshit. These individuals create this person because the person that they really are, they know that person is unfavorable. They know that person is unpleasant. They know that person is irritating. They know that person is annoying. So they can't introduce you to that person right off the bat. They have to hide that in order to secure you. The false self makes up for the person they really are. See, the thing about narcissists, y'all forget, narcissists hate themselves because they know who they really are. They also know what they aren't. See, the crazy thing about a narcissist is they'll go for a type of person that they feel like they deserve, but they know is out of their league. They'll go for this person because even though they rather low vibrational people, that's another thing about them. It's crazy because they would rather low vibrational people and people that are quote unquote below them, because it makes them feel superior and it makes them feel in control. Hence, a narcissistic female might date a dude who lives with his mom or doesn't have a car or has a low-paying job or, is not quite ugly but right in the middle, kind of like ugly, whatever you want to call it, handsome and ugly. You know what I mean? Because those kind of individuals, and the same goes vice versa. I'm just using a woman for an example, so I'm getting bent out of fucking shape. They will date dudes that don't require much. So the dude who don't have his own, the dude who don't have ambition, the dude who doesn't have direction in his life, it's easier for them to make up a false self that blows them out of the water, that just blows them away and astonishes them to the fact where this dude thinks that this is the best he'll ever get because he has low self-esteem, he has low confidence, he doesn't have that many options. Also, they would rather deal with these type of individuals because they are easier to control. See, when a guy ain't really got his own shit like that, it's easier to control him. When a dude ain't really got his own car like that, you can control him. When a dude think you the best thing since sliced bread, you the best looking female he done ever had, it's easier to control him. So they're more likely to do what the narcissist says. Same thing with women. If this is the hottest guy you ever had, he knows this. So he knows it's easier to control. If he knows he's putting it down in the bedroom, he knows he can control you. But the thing is, even though they like these individuals because it makes them feel superior, they can't help but be attracted to people who are quote unquote out of their league either. But see, the thing is, when they meet individuals that are out of their league, quote unquote, and it doesn't happen all the time because these individuals can still be manipulated as well, but the thing is, they're harder to manipulate if they can even be manipulated. See, a lot of y'all's relationship didn't last that long with the narcissist, or they had to get rid of you abruptly because you were too much for them. See, the thing is, when people are used to dating these low tier people, when people are used to dating these hand me down, I need my mama PS2 in a plastic bag motherfuckers, when they used to dating them, when they used to dating these females that, you know, only need a blunt and a makeup kit and all that, when they get to a person with a higher caliber, when they get to a person that stands for something, when they get to a person that has direction, when they get to a person that knows their worth, all those little tricks that they can run on the maybe baby, they don't work. The thinking, you know, they can do certain shit. See, they talk to them a certain kind of way. They can't talk to you like that because you wish a motherfucker would. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk like that shit, you ain't got to talk to me for the rest of the night. They not used to that. Because they can go do that shit over there. Not coming home for days, staying at the homegirl house and shit overnight and not saying nothing and disappearing and going on girls trips and going to fucking Miami and fucking Puerto Rico, all that shit without you knowing, without you saying something because they make more money than you type shit. Oh, they can't get away with that with somebody who has some oomph about itself. They ain't going for that. There's going to be consequences and repercussions. So the thing is, you have to understand that these individuals have to, in order to secure a lot of these people that are out of their league, they have to create an image that they are in that person's league. And a lot of times y'all will get with them and y'all are like, man, this person, they was popping that shit in the beginning, but they really not like that. They presented themselves one way in the beginning, but they really not like. It's a defense mechanism. Because when you really get down to seeing who a narcissist really is, narcissists are really fucking insecure. You think they got females, you think they got dudes and shit like that, and you see the options that they have, or you see the history of options that they have, and it's trash. Because a lot of times only trash, only bullshit individuals been putting up with these fools. They just they just got lucky and ran into somebody that's handsome or beautiful with a good heart that actually sees some good in them, or thought they seen some good in them, and they lucked up. But see, the thing is, they don't know how to keep them folks. They don't know how to keep anybody, but the thing is, they end up getting left by these individuals. They end up getting discarded by these higher tier individuals because they're not going for it. Because you get with them and you find out, man, they really ain't, I ain't with all that. And they leaving them, they ghosting them, they leaving them on red. They not used to that. And they end up freaking the fuck out. That's why they deal with, if you look at their resume and you see some of the motherfuckers they done had, it's crazy because it seemed like if you pay attention, all them higher tier dudes or women that they done dealt with left their ass. See, they'll tell you the story like, oh, well, they did the leaving and all those people who had some sense about themselves, some kind of self-esteem, something going for themselves, some money, or a career path that's worthwhile, they left the narcissist ass. Now, see all them low vibrational motherfuckers or whatever, see, they was able to walk all over them. They was able to talk to them crazy. They was able to, shame them and smear them and put fear in them to thinking that, oh, well, this is the best you gonna ever get. They was able to do that to them lower tier people. Them top tier people left their ass. Wasn't running behind them, wasn't chasing them, wasn't blowing up their phone. They wasn't doing any of that. And it makes that false self crumble because it invalidates the character that they created. These individuals have to create a character to keep up with you. They have to make a character to get in your good graces. You ever notice all that shit they was talking in the beginning that they did or they was a part of or whatever? You ain't seen them do not a goddamn bit of it. Or they don't do it no more. They used to, or I used to work here, I used to be this, all that bullshit. They don't do none of that no more. They are not used to dealing with high caliber people. That's why they crumble. When you see the narcissist get karma, a lot of times it's from a higher caliber person. It's from a person who know their worth. They might put up with a little here and there. They might do a little back and forth because, you know, high caliber or not, you got feelings. They got feelings. So they might even fall in love with this person. But the thing is, they're harder to manipulate and they're quicker to leave. Narcissists don't know how to deal with them type of people. It puzzles them. It perplexes them. A lot of times, these are the people who leave them stuck and yearning for them for years on years because the narcissist cannot figure them out. Why aren't they doing what everybody else does? Right game, wrong motherfucker. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice custom made and tailor fitted to your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all cities, all states, all time zones, all countries, so please do not let that deter you from booking a session. My single Superstition is out now on all streaming platforms. It is available here on the channel as well. It's about my narcissistic experience. It features a voicemail of my ex-narc trying to hoover me, and I ain't going for it. It is also featured in the movie Becky, now streaming on Amazon Prime. And also, I need y'all to call 104 KRBE in Houston and request Superstition by Terrell Andretti. The number and station information will be in the video description. Until next time, another day, another way. And you ain't gotta listen, but I know you heard me.